All right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, all across the globe, welcome to another edition of Power Connections with Kevin Vaughan today, and my wonderful and smart and beautiful host, I should say guest today, Miss Virginie Glaenzer. Virginie, how you doing today, ma'am?
Very well. Thank you so much, Kevin, for having me on your show. I'm really excited by this conversation.
Oh, same here. We have so much to talk about today. We got to do it very quickly today. We're going to have about 30 minutes, guys, with Virginie. She's busy. Everybody's busy. And we're just excited about this day today. Hey, guys, we're going to be talking to Virginie about business, the strategy today. We're going to talk about strategy today. We're going to talk about the landscape of business today. Just things are changing, Virginie, that we got to talk about. Business is not the same. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. But before we get started, guys, I want to thank you guys for listening live right now on the internet, and those listening later on. Appreciate you so much. Hey, guys, I want you to share this out. All my colleagues, all my business owners, all my entrepreneurs, all my business owners, I want you guys to just pay attention to what Virgie's going to share with us today. She's got some powerful, powerful things to share. And we want you guys to get in touch with her and reach out to her too as well later on as you need to, as we talk about business today. But always, Virgin, before we get started, always like to hear from our wonderful guests about a few words of encouragement, empowerment, anything you'd like to say to the audience just to keep them going. Some people just need a little word, right, of encouragement today. A few words, if you don't mind, Virgin. Thank you so much.
Of course. Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me on your podcast.
Yes, ma'am.
This is going to be a great conversation, whether they are, your
Yeah,
listeners, maybe entrepreneurs thinking of launching their own business or having had
yeah,
their businesses. And I think some of the conversation that you and I are going to have is about how do you keep up the faith? How do you keep up the energy in a world that is
yeah.
constantly changing with a lot of uncertainty? And there are some really great news.
Yes.
As an immigrant myself, I came to the United States about 25 years ago. The typical immigrant story with four suitcases. My husband did not even speak a word of English at the time,
Wow.
and yet we stayed. And I think this is today still the land of opportunity when it
Yes.
comes to business. So keep
Absolutely.
keep it up.
Absolutely. That's right. Never give up, guys. But guess what? You're going to have people like Virginie in your life to help you navigate these wonderful waters. Hey, real quickly, guys, as we get started here, real quickly, Virginie Glaenzer, born and raised in Paris, France. I love it. Beautiful, beautiful. Spent 17 years in Silicon Valley, California, and 13 years in New York. Boy, you are a trooper. If you stayed in New York 13 years, that's pretty good. She worked at building up her career as a serial entrepreneur, ladies and gentlemen, and a marketing leader. That's why she's here today, because she's an expert in the marketing side of business today. Over the past 30 years, ladies and gentlemen, she's been in technology experience, two acquisitions, also launched 10 products to market. Wow, congratulations on that, Virginie. I love that. And led two major corporations to digital transformation. Ladies and gentlemen, she is the trailblazer, and also she's very smart because she helps us navigate how to keep it moving, guys. And without further ado, guys, I want to give you Virginie Glaenzer. Again, Virginie, welcome to Power Connections with Kevin Vaughan. God bless you. Wow. Great, great.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Thank you for this wonderful introduction.
Oh, thank you so much for your time today. Well, Virgil, let's talk about the landscape of business today. From your perspective, we cannot go off of what we used to know or what we used to do, even 5 years ago, 10 years ago, maybe even 2 years ago, right? Things have changed, but can you talk about the landscape of business today and what we should be thinking about a little bit as we talk about business?
Absolutely. I've been given a few different playbook when it comes to bringing a company or product to life.
Yeah.
Silicon Valley was a big influencer in my life. Having done a master degree school also was, very instrumental. Well, these playbooks no longer apply. I
Yeah.
think what's happening, and I think we all, can easily agree that there's a constant change, whether it's technology, AI, globalization. But I think every industry is being reshaped very fast, faster than ever, actually.
Right.
And then on the other side, there is uncertainty, which has now become the norm. We talk about economic fluctuation, political shift, market disruption. I mean, it's really nerve breaking.
Right.
Um, and yet, there are, I think, two major opportunities when we look at the landscape of business. Because one, there's an overabundance of product and idea.
Right.
And two, the attention span of customers in any industry has been extremely low. And that
Yes.
makes it very difficult for entrepreneurs, businesses to increase sales and just,
Right.
find customers. So I think there's two things that I would um, invite everyone to focus on. The first one is, of course, AI. AI
Mhm.
is a profound disruptor in our businesses. I've done 15 years, if not 20 years, of digital transformation, which was really helping people
Yeah.
adjust to new processes, new tool to make the
Right.
company more
Yeah.
productive and their work more efficient. But now AI goes a little bit deeper. At first, it's definitely a way to do things faster. The
Yes.
second phase, once you've got a little bit used to AI and using maybe ChatGPT to improve your time to market,
Yes.
creating content or
Yes.
responding to clients. But the second phase is really the quality. You're able to provide quality
Yeah.
beyond what you've done. The third phase, however, is a little bit more challenging because it really requires us to challenge the way we think.
Yeah.
We are doing things in a habit, and so, yes, we're getting better at doing the same thing over and over again, but we're also deconnecting with
Yes.
technology. So I think it's important to bring AI in our organization, our team, train our people, let them play with it, but
Yeah.
really be prepared for profound transformation. It also, for leaders and
Mhm.
business owners, raises ethical questions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Am I going to build a company with human, or am I going to build a company with AI agent? So AI is one of those big opportunity that I think if you are starting right now,
Yeah.
it's a great thing because there's still a lot of people who are resisting to this transformation.
Yeah.
And then the second area for business owners, whether you're solopreneurs or freelancers or a business owner,
Mhm.
customer experience is the key differentiator. And
Right.
that's going to be, the reason why people choose your brand versus not choosing it. Um, and in today's abundance of idea, connection,
Yeah.
opportunity, it's
Yeah.
easy for visitors to, look at your website and there's
Yeah.
something off. They just don't like it. They'll go to somewhere else. So
Mhm.
customer experience really becomes this focus that any businesses should have
Right.
on building this trusted relationship.
Right.
So,
Wow. That's powerful. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us and talking to Virginie Glaenzer, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about business today, the transformation of business, if you will. Even as we speak, Virginie, things are changing, as you know, around the globe in business. So thank you so much for that. Virginie, I wanted to ask you how important it is for business owners or new business owners or existing corporate level, small, medium-sized, and large businesses to have somebody like you to talk to because somebody has to keep up to date on what's going on. So how important is it to have a consultant on staff, or at least on their payroll, if you will, to help navigate some of this area? So important to have somebody like yourself.
of course, and I think what's been really interesting is that since COVID,
Yeah,
a lot of organizations have realized that when you have people working remotely, you
yeah,
don't really know how much time they're spending. So you
right,
really want to be able to hire people that are good at deliverables.
right,
As a fractional CMO, which is not the same thing as being a consultant or a freelancer, it's really a fractional executive is someone who is part of the executive team. We're
yeah,
responsible and accountable for the work that we do. We manage team, but it's a fundamental shift from a traditional consultant who may be creating a beautiful report and some really key insights, but is not responsible for implementing it. And so the fractional model has really empowered small and mid-sized organizations who just can't afford a full-time
right,
CMO or CRO, but would be really
yeah,
happy to have a fraction of their time and pay a fraction of the cost, of
right,
course.
yeah, exactly.
So
Wow,
yeah, the fractional model for executive is such a game changer.
yeah,
You can now have the best people surrounding, as a CEO, a founder, your team, And they can spend a few hours per month for
Yeah.
high level guidance to
Hmm.
1 to even 3 days per week. And working remotely, you may feel that they're actually full time because based on what
Right.
they're deliverable,
Yeah.
it's quite impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, it
So
is.
it's really important to have people in your circle, people
Yes.
who are involved, believers, and
Yes.
loyal, and will help your team reach their next phase of growth. Yeah.
Absolutely, Virginie. That's wonderful. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about business, the what I call the speed of business, if you will, Virginie. It is definitely moving forward. It never rests, I believe, or around the globe, of course, business never rests. So we're talking to Virginie Glaenzer about business, about the consulting side, and also why you need a service like she provides as well. Virginie, that leads us right into one of my favorite areas today. We have to understand target marketing and also strategic planning. Can you talk a little bit about that, specifically strategic planning today?
Yeah, I think it's really interesting. I mean, I love the questions because I think strategic planning is something that is overlooked by a number of people
Right.
because
Yes.
they're eager to launch the
Right.
product, to get
Right.
it out, to
Yeah.
start seeing people coming to the
Right.
website and placing orders.
Yep.
But sometimes investing time in strategic planning will provide a direction
Yeah.
and remove some of the distraction. I think it will align the team. It will pull everyone in the same direction with a clear plan. And when I look back at all the various organizations that I've been a fractional CMO for,
Right.
very often, unfortunately, there are
Mm.
great people eager
Yes.
to make the team a success and the company a success, but they're misaligned on the
Right.
plan, either
Right.
because it's not clear, it hasn't been communicated clearly,
Right.
or they've misunderstood. So doing strategic planning, every quarter,
Hmm.
half a day, and making sure that everybody is aligned, it really
Right.
helps founders turn their vision into action.
Hmm.
And so strategic planning is really important.
Absolutely. And that's why it's so important, ladies and gentlemen, all the colleagues around the globe that are in business. This is why you have to have somebody, one person can't be everything. You've got to have expertise like Virginie, ladies and gentlemen, to help you out and navigate this area, whether it's part-time, full-time, or, whatever contract work. You have to get in touch with Virginie to talk about, really what area, gaps, if you will, in your business that you may need to fill to make it really, really happen. So it's so important. Matter of fact, Virgil, I wanted to do a commercial break right now. If people say, okay, I need to get in touch with you, what's the best way to contact you?
So I'm an open book. I'm on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, even. I'm on Instagram, although Instagram is more my personal album. But on LinkedIn, you just Google my name, Virginie
Yeah,
Glaenzer. I
yeah,
don't think you'll find anyone else beside
right,
me. I may have another profile on LinkedIn, but there's not that many people with my name. So you can find
exactly.
me on LinkedIn, and I'm happy to welcome. I'm an early adopter of LinkedIn. I think I've had 20,000
Yeah,
connection. I was in Silicon Valley when LinkedIn got started initially, and I really enjoy meeting people and having
yes,
conversation and helping them, get some perspective and ask questions. I think I'm really good at asking questions, and sometimes the answers is within the question for the
yeah,
one who listens. So
yeah.
yeah.
That's wonderful, Virginie. Yeah, thank you so much. Also, too, Virginie, I didn't ask you earlier, but I think you do speaking engagements as well, right? You speak at
I do.
yeah, yeah,
Whether it's smaller
yeah,
association,
yeah,
business organization, or even just
yeah,
companies on
yeah,
various topics. I'm fascinated by
yeah,
humans. And as a
yeah,
marketer, I look at marketing and sales through the
yes,
lens of neuroscience, psychology, and why people do what they do. I'm a big believer of ethics and finding purpose and mission, and so I'm
hmm,
quite picky in with whom I'm working because I want to make sure that the companies that I can help and support
right,
are motivated for the right reason. It's not just about making money. It's about
right,
building something,
absolutely,
solving,
yeah,
alleviating pains for clients, building a nurturing environment for employees to thrive.
yeah.
That's really what, makes me wake up in the morning.
Amen. That's exactly right. Matter of fact, Virgin, I just wrote down while you were talking, we have to give results. Whatever you're doing for a client, you must have or provide results for your client, right? Secondly, you got to have
Mhm.
an impact. You got to have impact. Whatever Virginie tells us, gives us information to do or gives us some consultation on, we need to know that it's going to have impact to what we're doing, to around the globe, whatever our market is. And last but not least, we got to be able to make some money, Virginie. People got to make money too as well. All that's no good if you're not making a profit, right? So you can
Exactly.
hire more people and pay your employees and not lay people off and all the above. So that's wonderful. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening right now, we're on Power Connections with Kevin Vaughan, my wonderful guest, talking about business and strategies today, and just making things happen for your business as well. We're talking to Virginie Glaenzer about business. I want to encourage all those who have organizations, associations, you have businesses, large, small. I want you guys to contact Virginie and set her up. If you can, get an appointment with her and invite her to talk to your businesses, talk to your organizations about the speed of business today, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to need some help. And Virginie Glaenzer, I believe, can help you in these areas based on her background. Virginie, I wanted to ask you all to the one we got to get to as well, because it's changing as we speak. How important is that we as business owners have to know our client? We don't know
Mhm.
our clients, I think. We assume a lot, but we really have to know our clients because they're getting real picky these days, aren't they?
Right. And I think earlier you asked about the target market, right? Knowing the target market, which
Yeah,
is very connected to understanding
yeah,
the client needs. But the target market, I think it's really important because, and I've seen a lot of founders and CEOs
yeah.
wanting to send a wide net into the market
Right,
and building solution that can fit many types of clients,
right,
and that's going to be, I think, challenging for them to go to
right,
market because the widest the market is, the more difficult it is to
right,
focus on your client's need. And
right.
so marketing to everyone is marketing to no one. So understanding, creating or focusing on a target market,
Yeah.
specific market, and highly segmented will allow you to shape your message. The tone,
Mhm.
the channel, the offers will resonate much better with your specific audience. And so that gives us to our clients' need, right? And I mentioned earlier when we started that in
Yeah.
any industry the market has become very complex and
Yeah. Yes.
difficult because when there's an abundance of
Right.
products for
Right.
any category of clients to
Yeah.
choose at
Yeah.
least 10 different options. Number
Yeah.
two, there is so much noise that the attention span of people have been
Right.
really diminishing. So it's hard to get people's attention. And
Yes.
third, there's a trust issue. And so
Right.
when you take the time to understand your client's need, what
Yeah.
you're really doing is you're building trust and loyalty
Right.
because people will be able to say, they get me,
Right.
and that will allow you to uncover pain
Yeah.
point that you can solve,
Yeah.
which is also, by the way, going to help your organization drive innovation because you're
Yeah.
so connected to your client's pain. You'll be
Right.
able to come up with idea and features
Yeah.
or new type of services that is going to make a difference in your customers' lives.
Yeah.
So understanding your clients' needs is so essential. And
Absolutely.
really, I think the deeper you understand their need, what keeps them up at night, what is the first thing that they think when they wake up in the morning, that's going to give you a deeper understanding that will lead to longer and richer
Yeah.
relationships.
Yeah. Powerful. That's wonderful. Matter of fact, I was just writing down, Virginie, as she was talking here. One of the keys, guys, we have to build relationships with our clients today. And that takes a little effort, takes a little time as well. But Virginie, I want you to talk to our young entrepreneurs and our young business owners that are coming out of school. Some of them, unfortunately, have got laid off. As you know, a lot of stuff going on there. But guess what? They're transitioning into their own business. Can you talk about the startup and the new business owners that are coming about this year? I love it.
Mm. Yes, and then I think for those, and I have three daughters of my own who are 25, 24, and
Yeah.
18. One's still in college. So they're right there. One just graduated. She's looking for her, first
Right.
job.
Yeah.
I think there's two things that I would say to your young generation.
Yeah.
The first one is trust your gut.
Yeah.
You can, I think that the real creation comes from within. We
Hmm.
often wait for the world to give us signal. Is this
Right.
the right type of businesses that I should launch? Am I ready? Should I do, make this choice or the other one? All
Hmm.
these answers are within. So I think it's good, and I think a lot of when I see the young generation, the Gen Z, or
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
Gen Z, they're very powerful. They're
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
connected to their emotions.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. So I think it will resonate, and they'll be the first one to tell you, yes, that's what we do. We go within to
Right.
find the answers to our questions instead of relying on the outside, because
Right.
the world is going to push and pull you in
Right.
various direction, but that doesn't mean that it's your direction. So that would be
Right.
number one. And then the second, I actually see a shift in the economy. The new
Yeah.
economy, when I say the new economy, is this new way of doing business.
Yeah.
It's, from the old fashion of billboards and TV advertising and, corporate.
Yeah.
We're in a new economy that is a lot more fluid.
Right.
And in
Right.
this new economy, we are thriving in a world of abundance.
Yeah.
So that means we have an abundance of people,
Yeah.
relationship opportunities,
Yeah.
business idea, knowledge. It's an abundant world. But
Yeah.
the thing is, we've been brainwashed to look at the world through the lens of scarcity.
Right.
But if you are aware of that and you decide to look at the world through the lens of abundance, then you'll have to ask yourself, and and when I say abundance, it's not having more of what you
Right.
need, it's having enough. So
Right.
the question of what is enough for me as
Hmm.
someone who's starting in my life,
Right.
as someone who has a family, as someone who's launching, what is enough? And I
Right.
think the answers to that question will bring peace,
Yeah.
clarity, and a sense of groundedness, being grounded,
Yeah.
so we can make the right decision and choose to go, to accept this job or to have maybe a
Yeah.
side project, a side hustle with another
Right.
part time. It's
Right.
finding what works for them, for
Yeah.
us,
Yeah.
outside of what's right or
Yeah.
what I should be doing.
Yeah, absolutely, Virginie. That's powerful. One of my mentors, Virginie, said, we used to say, think outside the box. She said, there is no box. There's no box.
Exactly.
You're not limited, folks. You got to understand that. So, to all our entrepreneurs, all our new business owners, and those who want to start their own businesses, may not want to get a job right with the corporate level, but you may have to do it for a while. Maybe that's okay. You can still build your dream after you get off work each and every day. So, I want to encourage Virgin. I want to let people know that, first of all, you can get a job. That's great, but don't limit yourself to just that. We know you have to take care of yourself and bills and so forth and whatever else you want to do. So there's nothing wrong with getting a job. You can have a career. You can also have a business, right, on the side, but you just got to pace yourself and have a good plan for that. And most of all, you can also, too, contract yourself out, guys. Most of you are so brilliant. Virgin, we got some smart people out there and they can contract themselves out. Instead of working, you just contract part-time or full-time. You can still be a contractor. So just keep that in mind and as an option. There's nothing wrong with the job market's a little tight. Well, contract yourself out for the same thing that you like to do and that you're certified or qualified for, or maybe you have a degree in. Consider talking to the employer about contracting. That may save you some money and them some money as well at the same time. So you never know. So that's powerful. That is so powerful. Well, Virginie, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to Virginie Glaenzer about business today, the speed of business. But Virginie, we didn't talk about this wonderful company here. Tell us about this Acorn Oak a little bit, if you don't mind.
Of course, Econoc is a very small community of fractional executive women. We got together because being a
Yeah,
fractional independent was really difficult. You feel
yeah,
a lot of loneliness. And I
yeah,
think that a lot of answers will come through community. So I'm a big believer in community, whether it's for an organization that wants to bring their clients together and
yeah,
foster relationship, or an individual who is part of multiple communities, just getting with their career or even wanting to change. So Acorn Oak is a wonderful community. We're about 25 and we meet every week and we help each other in our own business growth. So that's my side project, my hustle, if you will. I'm a big believer that if we had more women in power, the world would not be the same. So it's my contribution.
Absolutely. No doubt about it. Hey, acornoak.com, acornoak.com, guys, is the website. Check it out. It is beautiful. They got a beautiful staff there and everything. All their support people are there as well to contact them as well. Hey, we're talking to Virginie Glaenzer, ladies and gentlemen, from Acorn Oak. Also, she's a wonderful consultant as we talk about business, entrepreneurship. She can help you navigate this wonderful journey we call business. And I think, matter of fact, half the planet keeps the business, small business and medium-sized business keeps half the planet going. I think more, or actually probably 75% of the planet going, right? Of small businesses and so forth. So that's powerful. That is so powerful. Well, Virginie, I love it. We, you never have enough time to talk, but we want you to always come back in the future as well. But I do want to give you some final thoughts, some takeaways, and anything you want to give us some action items on as well, kind of motivate us a little bit as well. But any final thoughts and takeaways for today?
Of course, first of all, I really enjoyed our conversation, and we talked about some really key topic for business owners, whether they are a startup or a seasoned company. And I think really for me, what stands out is that whether you're a small company, a startup, or a bigger seasoned company, staying close to your clients and your market is what keeps your business relevant. It's your real, it's your impact. It makes your impact real. And so that's really what I would leave with, is staying close to the market and your client to be relevant.
Oh, that's powerful, Virginie. I was just thinking too, Virginie, while you was thinking, you got to do your research, right, Virginie? They got to do research. They've got to get what I call key indicators, key performance indicators. How about this, which we didn't talk about, Virginie, is data. They got to look at data too, don't we? We have to look at data as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I agree. In today's really fast moving world, the business that wins are the ones that pause to plan. We talked a little bit about strategic planning, but when you pause to plan, you listen with intention and you act with clarity. It's all about strategy, and strategy isn't a luxury. It's really a survival tool, especially nowadays. Amen. So that's how I help my clients. I help them bring strategy, ask the right question, and help them implement, the strategy. So.
Amen. Oh, I love it, Virginie. That's wonderful. What great advice from Virginie Glaenzer, ladies and gentlemen, of Acorn Oak. And she's also a wonderful business consultant as well. Guys, just incredible. Virginie, I always think about our young people. It's just a different world for them as they grow up as well. But can you talk to our young entrepreneurs and those say, I do want to start a business, but I don't know what to do, where to get started. But can you talk about mindset, how important it is to have a good mindset and not give up on your dreams and goals?
Yeah, well, I think it all comes down to not listening to your thoughts.
Yeah.
The thoughts that we think are pre-programmed thoughts, and most of the thoughts that we think are actually trying to protect us. It's what I was talking to one of my daughters recently, and we named that thought process the bodyguard. The bodyguard is that side of you that always questions, have doubt, and wants security and certainty. But if you listen to those thoughts, and if you think that these thoughts are truth, you won't do anything in life. You'll stay put, because all what this side of you wants is to protect you, to keep you safe. That's why when you have thoughts, you should always look at them with curiosity. That's interesting that I'm thinking this. So for the young entrepreneurs out there, it's not so much about if you should refine your strategy or revisit your market. It's how soon can you start? And that's the other side of yourself, is this other side that wants to create, that wants to make a mark, that is, innovator. And that part of you wants to play. So
Yeah.
go ahead, how soon can get it out and then
Yes.
use your network. And if you don't have the network that supports your idea, find another network. That's for sure.
Right.
There's
Right.
plenty of online communities that are free with people that are just ready to help you.
Right. Oh, that's wonderful advice for our young entrepreneurs and new people. No matter what your age, if you're just starting out, you're going to need Virginie to help you out a little bit. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, no doubt about that. Hey, guys, we've been talking to Virginie Glaenzer, ladies and gentlemen, go-to-market executive. She's also an expertise in brand strategy and demand generation. She's also what I love this one, the fractional CMO and RO in technology as well, ladies and gentlemen. So I want you guys to get in touch with her. You can, she's on LinkedIn. That's probably the quickest way to get to her. And here's her wonderful name, guys. Just go to LinkedIn and say, Virginie, I need an appointment with you right now, as soon as possible, right? And get that in as well. You can probably Google her as well. Also, too, guys, acornoak.com. Acornoak.com is another place you can also contact her as well. This has been incredible. Virginie, we got to have you back because, business never sleeps and it never gets old either. So we got to bring you back to talk about some other methods, if you will, other strategies that people need to hear about to help their business grow each and every day. Wow, incredible. Virginie, thank you so much for being on Power Connections with Kevin Vaughan.
Thank you, Kevin.
Wow,
Thank you
can't
so
wait
much.
to have you back. Yeah, you're always welcome to come back. And let's keep everybody fired up and excited about their wonderful life as we talk about business with Virginie Glaenzer. Thank you so much for your time. Hold on, Virginie, as we close out here for a minute. Hey, guys, I want to thank you so much. I want you guys to share this out. All my colleagues around the globe, over in Norway, UK, Australia, and over in Africa, share this out because you never know the words that Virginie shared that will just motivate somebody and just help them out a little bit, Virginie, today to get some direction. It's all about direction. We want you to have that true north, guys, so you can be successful each and every day as you navigate your wonderful life. And as my mentor would say, Virginie, remember to always out-love, out-serve, and out-forgive each other. And remember, there's nothing you can't do. And no, there's no box. Don't think outside the box because there's no box. You're unlimited. Never give up, ladies and gentlemen. But make sure you have somebody behind you that helps push you. And that's where Virginie Glaenzer comes in at. She can help navigate and just give you some great pointers on how to be successful in your business each and every day. Again, Virginie, thank you so much for your time today. Wow, this has been great.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you so much. Wonderful conversation. And thank you for doing what you're doing.
Oh, thank you so much. And most of all, God bless you and your family, Virginie, and God bless you as well, folks. Continue to pray and support each other and lead with love. Lead with love, ladies and gentlemen, every day. I love it. Thank you so much, folks. Hey, we'll see you next time, guys. This is Kevin Vaughan on Power Connections and my wonderful guest today, Ms. Virginie Glaenzer. She'll be back in the future, guys, and we'll keep.
Love to.
All right. Thank you so much. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.